Hey you guys, it's your girl Ask Bama Girl 26. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that red subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you will be notified the next time I upload a video. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Soulful Sunday. Happy birthday to my sweet, impressionable daughter, Drea. Love you, girl. It is my daughter's sweet 16th birthday today. She turned 16 years old, officially driving. Yes, she is a licensed driver now. I'm pretty scared about that one. Y'all just don't know. Sis is like, woo, okay. She's got to do a little bit more driver's training for mama before I will let her loose in her new vehicle. Well, it's not new. It's one of my older vehicles. I call it my little hoopty. It's a 2005 PT Cruiser. You guys may have seen me in some of my videos, or I may not have gotten to those videos as of yet, but we're kind of using it. Ooh, y'all, my little band ain't banding too good, but anyway, so yeah, so I've got that for her. It needs a little work, not mechanically. Everything mechanically is good. It's just I wanted to get it painted, and I took it to a body shop here, and come to find out, they don't do like painting of vehicles anymore. Most of these collision centers, they only deal with vehicles that have been in accidents. Actually, a neighbor of mine who I was talking to the other day told me that he recently had some work done, but I think his was because of a claim that he filed with the insurance. So obviously I believe that's why they did his work. But he said that there's a couple of places here locally in the area that actually do work outside of and I could be getting this wrong, y'all, you know, hey, I'm up in age, but anywho, so I've heard about this process called wrapping. So I've already taken it down to the place. This was like last year, I believe, or earlier this year, it may have been. And they gave me a quote for about $2,500 to wrap the vehicle. And it typically can last anywhere from 5 to 7 years, as long as you're not, you know, taking it to these car washes where they're using, you know, the artificial brushes, and that will definitely strip the car and make the paint, you know, or the wrap not last as long as it could potentially last. So that's the route we're going to go. But I do have my 2011 IS250 that she's going to get for college, but I will from time to time, you know, let her drive that vehicle because, you know, it does have more newer technology. And, you know, I would obviously, if she's going to be going certain places other than just going from the house into school, then, you know, that'll be the more appropriate vehicle for her to take. But the plan is I want her to do these driving lessons for about another 3 to 4 months because she has not had a chance to go out on the highway. And y'all, I'm telling you, I don't think I have the nerves. You know, she's gotten way better than where she was when she first started. Because I, you know, started her out maybe a year ago when she first turned 15. She hadn't gotten her learner's permit at the time. You know how you like let them drive a little bit in the neighborhood. And y'all, she totally didn't have a clue. But she's gone through driver's ed training. You know, she's driven in a car with other students and the instructor. And she's gotten way better because sis was, y'all, all over the lane, drifting over to the edge a little too much. And y'all, that was giving your sis a heart attack, okay? So she's gotten much better. She still needs some work on her turns, you know, and also when it comes to making sure she's properly, you know, yielding at yield signs, and also remembering not to run red lights and stop signs, because this has gotten a habit of claiming, oh, I didn't see the stop sign. I'm like, Drea, baby, if there had been a car coming, okay, we would both be in the hospital right now, and I would definitely be paying for that person's injuries. So, you know, things like that. And with teenagers, you know, getting behind the wheel, you also, you know, want to make sure that they're going to be responsible and not picking up their cell phone. That car does have Bluetooth technology, Whereas if her phone is connected to the phone via Bluetooth, she can get calls from me and anyone else. So that is one of the things that I have to decide, you know, that when she is driving that vehicle, do I want her to be allowed to pair her cell phone? Because she doesn't need distractions, you know. At this age, you know, even as adults, when we're talking on the phone and driving, sometimes we can, you know how your thoughts kind of drift sometimes because you're trying to either remember something, or, you know, when you're talking to someone over the phone, even when you are connected to Bluetooth, sometimes, you know, you kind of lose track of things and you're not always 100% connected to when you're driving. So, you know, that is a little bit of a concern, but, you know, she's just at that age where, you know, you just got to drill it into them. And every chance I get, y'all, trust me, I'm always the backseat driver because I own all 3 cars and I can be. So, you know, it's just, you know, it's a parental thing. You know what I'm saying? For y'all parents out there, y'all know, you know, what it's like when your teen, you know, gets in a car. And then two, the other aspect of, you know, one, having her in a vehicle that I feel comfortable for her driving in safety wise. Not that in the PT Cruiser, I didn't think she would be safe. You know, it is a, you know, older car, and I hate to say it, sometimes, you know, vehicles made in that time period are a lot safer, just because of how they're constructed. And y'all, let me tell you, when I say my PT Cruiser is all that in a bag of chips, we call her Eleanor. I named her Eleanor, from my favorite movie with Queen Latifah and, Common. Dang, what is the name of the movie? Oh my gosh, I'm like drawing a blank here. Where he's the basketball star, and she's the physical therapist. Damn, why can't I think? I can see the name of the movie. Oh, Just Right. Yeah, Just Right. So yeah, that's my favorite movie. So her hoopty was named Eleanor. So I named my hoopty Eleanor. So I thought it was kind of like poetic because I feel Queen Latifah in that movie, y'all. Just Right. Because I'm like that girl. I'm like the home girl. I always get put into the home girl kind of lane because I am the big sports fan. You know, her thing was basketball. My thing is football. I love basketball too, but not as much as I love football. I'm married to football, y'all. Until the Lord sends my husband to the door knocking and he's pointing to him saying, "This is the one." That's the only thing, y'all, that will get a Mr. with Mrs. Okay. So yeah, but you know, it's been a really good day. I was a little disappointed because we went to brunch, and y'all, you know, most people have a cheesecake factory in their area. We do as well. However, y'all, I don't know up under what management, but ever since they have been open, y'all, they have been hella disappointing. When they first opened, like, you know, the first grand opening, we were there. And because we have been driving like to Tennessee to go to Cheesecake Factory, or, you know, when I was working before the pandemic, in Birmingham, you know, I would sometimes bring up food from Cheesecake Factory if that was something that we wanted to eat for dinner. And then sometimes I do Pappadeaux. Okay. Shout out to all my sisters and gents out there that know what Pappadeaux is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anywho, so that's what, you know, we were accustomed to doing. So when we got our own Cheesecake Factory, I was like, okay, y'all, first time we go there, first of all, now I was a little bit more reasonable because I knew then that with a new place like that opening, you know, there was going to be, you know, sometimes staff issues and, you know, things of that nature. And they were hella busy. I mean, like I said, we waited for almost 40 minutes to get our table before we even got seated. So when we got there, it was like, okay, we placed our order, which for us is always a chicken and shrimp gumbo. Y'all, that's my go-to meal at Cheesecake Factory. And y'all, when the food came out, I was like, first of all, when I order it, because I can't really do a lot of spicy food, I always get mine without the tomatoes, without the onions, right? Because it just makes it way too spicy for me. Y'all, why did the meal come with the tomatoes and the onions? I was like, okay, now I could sit up here and make a big stink about this, and then somebody end up messing up my food. So when the waiter came by and, when we got our food, I automatically told him, sir, they got, you got the, whatchamacallit wrong. It was supposed to be without the tomatoes and the onions. So without making a real big stink, I just said, I'll just remove them, off my plate. So he was gracious. Actually, the manager came to our table and he was like, so apologetic. So he was like, you know what? I really appreciate, you being nice about things with my server, and not like, raking him over the coals for the order, being messed up. So I'm going to let you and your daughter, choose your own dessert, on the house. So that was, a nice concession. And, dessert, you can't mess up no dessert at Cheesecake Factory, y'all. So the dessert was popping. Meanwhile, the meal really wasn't all that. The seasonings weren't right. So we ended up just taking the meal to go and, just kind of throwing an L to that one. And then I think we came back about maybe 6 months about 6 or 8 months later. Because I said, well, let me just kind of let, them get into, the whole customary thing of, getting the meal done, making sure they got the right appropriate staff, and maybe it'll be better on the second go round, y'all. So we did a call-in order. So we called in the order. My daughter went in there to go pick it up, and there again, they screwed up the order. We asked for tomatoes. We asked for no tomatoes, no onions, to be in the meal. So this time, because we did place the order, from the website, and I specifically had, my link where I had went in and I had requested to have it without, such and such items. I went back in, and this time it was a different manager there. So I explained to them, I said, listen, I came here once when you guys had first opened, had the same issue. I said, the manager then, comped us a free dessert. I said, but today, we did this online. I specifically indicated what I did not want in my order. I said, here it is. But yet the order comes out and it has the items that I did not order. So he wasn't as, nice about it. He was like, well, what do you want me to do about it? And I'm like, well, I'd like for you to fix the order, please. And his response was, well, why can't you just take it out? I said, that's not what I paid for. I said, sir, I let it slide the first time when I visited your establishment because it was a grand opening. You all were super packed. It took over 45 minutes after we got seated to get our meal. And, I was willing to be understanding, but you guys have been in business for over 8 months now. You should have all of your meals down packed. So when a customer orders a custom meal, it should come to me with the right ingredients that I requested. And he was just like really, really nonchalant with it. And then took the bag out of my hand, kind of like to snatch it. And then, went and had them redo the order. But it was the way that it was handled. So after we got our food, we got home, we started eating. And this one was a lot better. The flavors were right. But I still went onto the website and I left a not so complimentable review because I felt that the way that the manager handled it and the way he snatched the bag out of my hand was just totally unprofessional and unnecessary. So I kind of was like, okay, I've given you guys grace the first time. The second time, I'm going to rake you over the coals. But it was the mere fact of it should have been, hey, I'm showing you, what my order was. You apologize. You say, okay, ma'am. And I wasn't even asking for a free dessert. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he would have offered it, I wouldn't have turned it down. But I didn't even go in there with that kind of attitude. I just explained to him how the first situation occurred and how it was rectified. However, in this particular case, he came back with such an attitude, I'm just like, okay, you know, this is how you want to do it, I can get you where it hurts. So, you know, no pun intended, but it's just the fact that, you know, when you're in this type of business, you know, you've got to make sure you please the customer. And when you make a mistake, own the mistake. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here and just try to make an ill will attempt to rectify an issue that was clearly your mistake. So yeah, that was my experience with the Cheesecake Factory. So basically, you know, to sum it up, we don't go there anymore. I will drive, if I really, really want Cheesecake Factory, I will drive an hour and a half to Franklin, Tennessee, and we will order it there. And, you know, it's really sad, you know, that you have to do that. But, you know, when you want it done right, you go where you know it's going to be done right. And there's never been a time when I've driven an hour and a half to go and place the order. Or if we have been up there, you know, doing some shopping or whatnot, or if I'm up there for a doctor's appointment or something to that effect, you know, we always end up getting it, you know, for the ride home. But yeah, I've just gotten to a point now, especially since the pandemic, I've seen such horrible service. But the issue was when we went to brunch today, we simply ordered our favorite, which is French toast and bacon with a side of bacon. Y'all, the place we went to is typically like an Italian restaurant, but they serve brunch from 11 to 3, which is great. However, when we got the French toast, my daughter went to go like pull the bread apart, and there was some kind of like, I don't know, like some kind of like cream cheese kind of filling. Y'all, it was not doing what it was there to do. So when the waiter came by, I asked the waiter if it was a possibility to have this cooked without whatever this stuff was in the middle. So he went back to the kitchen and inquired, and sure enough, they could do it. Well, you know, he goes back, and kind of when we got the French toast, first of all, they had already put syrup on the plate. Now, my thing is, when I've always ordered French toast, they never put any type of syrup on the plate because, one, it makes the bread or the toast soggy. But in this particular case, it's like they didn't even allow the French toast to bake. You know what I'm saying? Or to kind of get, you know, toasty. You know what I'm saying? When you're making French toast, that's what it's usually going to be. It's going to be brown on both sides. You know, it's going to be firm, not hard, but it's going to be still soft to where, you know, it just melts like butter in your mouth. Y'all, when they came out with the second round of this bowl, it wasn't no better. It really wasn't. It was no better. So I was just like, me and my daughter gave each other that look like, yeah, I could have just cooked this for you at the house. Just went up to Trader Joe's, got the bread, and just made it. And I think I probably will. I think I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and I'm going to pick up some of the French toast bread that we buy. And I'm just going to make her, well, I can't do it tomorrow because I have to go to Birmingham for work. And also for an appointment. So I'll make it up to her. Probably, it'll actually probably be the first meal that I cook in the new house. Because I think by next weekend, we will pretty much be in the new house. The movers are coming on Wednesday to get all the heavy items moved, and you know, we should pretty much, you know, be done. We still have, I still have to clean up my office, which I have not done at the old house. Y'all, it is a hot mess right now, and I've got work to do. So I'm actually here at the house now because I came over just to get my laptop, and I've got to figure out how to get my sprinklers turned back on. Y'all, the guy who does my yard over here said I had to cut off my sprinklers, you know, for him and his team to come and get, you know, the yard cut. Y'all, now I can't figure out how to turn the doggone sprinklers back on. So, whew, homeowner troubles, okay? So hopefully I can get over here. I'm probably going to watch a YouTube video, but I'm not going to worry about it tonight because it's supposed to be storming, hail, tornadoes. Y'all know how we do it here in the South. It's supposed to be pretty bad. So I'm coming over here to get my laptop, and I'm just gonna work from the other house while do I have my little, I know I had to. I could have sworn I took it with me this morning. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my little tripod thingy so I can put y'all on the tripod when I go into the house real quick. Y'all, I'm telling you, I cleaned out my purse the other day because I had some brownie crumbs in here. And, you know, I did pretty good. But you know how, like, when you clean out your purse, you can't find stuff. And it's so clean now. You know, I don't think I actually put it in here. I could have sworn I did. It's not on the seat. Hold on, y'all. I don't have nothing to prop y'all up on. Because I wanted to carry you guys. Is this working? Hold on. Ah! Ah! Oh goodness. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me see if this one is still working. I think it is. Let me try and I'm gonna try and put y'all on this one. Hold on a second. Okay, y'all. That particular little tripod thingy is it's not working. Looks like it's broke. I could have sworn that I had put one in the car when I left with my daughter to come to go out to eat. Let me see. Nothing's in the back seat. I still got her gifts in here. I want to show y'all how the floors came out. Oh yeah, I gotta share that story with y'all, because let me tell y'all something. The people that came out here to do the floors, right? They did a great job on the floors. The problem was, okay, it ain't in the trunk. Okay, so it must be at the house. All right, I'll just have to hold the phone. They came out, what day was that? Friday? No, that was Thursday. Yeah, that was Thursday, because Friday. Hold on, let me turn the alarm off. Okay. All right. Sorry about the darkness, y'all. Okay. So, they came and did the floors, but when it came to doing the trim, y'all, they just jacked everything up. Let me show y'all. Okay, so let me switch y'all. Okay, so this is the floors. As a matter of fact, let me take up this blue tape here. It's been enough time for this to set. I was supposed to remove it the other day. Y'all, I am just so behind in everything that I needed to get done this weekend. I wish I could take off. I might end up taking off Tuesday. Just so like I can kind of catch up with getting stuff done. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me go put this in the trash. But as y'all can see, you know, we're bringing stuff over little by little. Trying to get everything together. Y'all, I have so much more stuff than this. I mean, this ain't even, I want to say like a third of like stuff. I got so many cups, you know, these like sports cups. Got my memorabilia cups from the national championship game, cotton bowls. Got my Juneteenth cup. This is what we got for Juneteenth. And y'all up here, so these are just some of the dishes. Like I put my glassware, you know, like storable dishes and stuff like I use for recipes and storing food down here. There's a lot more. Uh, then on the second level is a set of dishes that I had purchased around the pandemic kind of time. Then I got some more of my Pyrex storables. There's more of those to come. Actually, I have them over here in another cabinet. Is it this one? Yeah. So I temporarily stored some of them up here. These are the ones that I typically use for like baking, you know, and doing casseroles, macaroni and cheese, all that good stuff. And then I got some more deeper storage up there, way up there. So, and it's just trying to figure out like where I'm going to put everything. So in here, I started putting up some of my China dishes. So these are some of the China dishes right here. These are the plates. I got the bowls right there, the little mini saucers, and then the larger saucers. And over here, a couple of my little dainty, like gravy containers. There's like a teacup and another little creamer dish. And then up here, I have what I call my exclusive dining, for like, you know, big get-togethers or, you know, things of that nature. I even have more dishes. I've got 7 boxes worth of glassware, dishware, that I still have to put up. Now, some of the stuff over here is stuff that I recently bought at Home Goods when the pandemic was happening. And y'all, as I was taking this stuff out, you see all these dishes right here. So originally, I have a big thing for lemons, as you can tell. And I bought a set of 4. Well, y'all, evidently, I forgot I bought that set of 4 and bought 4 more. And I got these matching serving trays. Now, for some reason, I don't know what in the world I was thinking. Y'all, why do I have about 8 of those serving trays? You know, I can't stay out of Home Goods because in the dishwasher here are the rest of them that I washed the other day. So I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6. So it's 6 serving dishes. Then I got these cute little round ones, for like, you know, when I'm making my sauces and stuff like that, or like for certain seasonings that I'm going to add when I'm cooking on the grill. Okay, what is that noise? Okay, I'm the only one here. Okay. I don't know what, girl, y'all, there be some noises going on in here. I don't even be knowing what in the world is going on. Oh, and then those little Nautica bowls. So I have a matching serving dishes that match those bowls right there. Those are like going to be more or less like my summer bowls. Like if I have people come over and, you know, for salads, you know, and I'm making a nice little dish, you know, that's what that's going to be for. So the pantry is, y'all, the pantry is pantrying. I got so much stuff in here, and all of this stuff has to come out by next weekend and probably get relocated somewhere else because I am going to be bringing the food over from the new house. So I've already got like storage containers for that stuff. So now I got to relocate and find places for this with the shelving and the cabinets that I already have. Now that's not including my set of Uracast, this right here, the Uracast, the Berghoffs. So if any of you all have ever been to Germany, you are familiar with this company because they used to do a lot of trade shows at the PX and the BX, and they sell these gorgeous, well custom skillets. And y'all, when I tell y'all that's the best way to cook on gas, A lot of them are introverted, and I'll show y'all once I start unpacking a lot of this stuff sometime next weekend. I have an entire set. As a matter of fact, did I bring over the oven? Yep, here it is right here. So this is an example of what it looks like. Let me see. I think my tripod, yeah, my tripod is upstairs. So let me move this. I want to show y'all real quick because this is, actually I can do it from here. So this is the double roasting pan. Y'all, when I say this bad boy right here, this is how you cook. It's basically an induction oven. Okay, so let's just say you're cooking a pot roast, right? And you know, to get a pot roast or any type of, you know, meat nice and tender, it's all about how you cook it, right? And y'all, let me tell you, this right here is probably the most expensive cooking item. Well, it's not the most expensive because this whole set was over $1,000. But I did get several discounts because it was the last day of the trade show. And, you know, they were trying to, you know, get as much stuff sold as humanly possible. I just want to show y'all because this, so this is the top of it right here. But, so it's cast iron, right? This is the type of cast iron though, that once you season it, and for those of you all that know, know what I'm talking about, you know what seasoning cast iron is. So you don't necessarily traditionally have to season this at all. It's pretty much already seasoned. But for me, because of the way that I cook, I like to season my cast iron regardless. But this bad boy right here can go on the grill. What this serves right here is basically, this is what helps the induction process. Now, this is the top of it, right? But you can take this and you can cook on gas on this. You can put it on the grill. You can pretty much do whatever. It holds up to, I believe, over 1,000, what is it? 1,000 degrees Kelvin or something like that. I have all the paperwork on it, but y'all, this is some of the best damn cookware that I've ever purchased. And I've actually used this before. I made a very good pot roast in it. Y'all, came out tender as a baby's butt. And basically all I did was basically cook it in the oven. And when you put that top on it, y'all, that's what it means by induction, because you don't really have to have the heat on high. It pretty much cooks itself, just from being in the roasting pan. And I also purchased several of their other items that they have on their website. Y'all, I had stuff in here that I forgot that I had, gifts that have been given to me. This nice little 6-piece glass drinkware set, basically where you can hold your ice cubes. And then I got this pitcher set that was given to me, I think when I left Northern Virginia. I can't remember. Girl, it was sitting up in my kitchen. And so this is stuff that I have not used before. So I also have this right here, you know, for like holidays or like parties and stuff like that. You can have your candies, your cookies, things of that nature. I have another cooking set over here, this blue set. And y'all, I'm really going to enjoy using this one because it also has the pot that has the, what's it called? The little, damn, I forget what it's called. But basically where you can, you know, steam your vegetables and stuff like that right on top of the pot. And then they have the little basket for like if you're doing some fried foods. It's really, really nice. I had a friend of mine that turned me on to this particular cookware set, and that's why I ended up buying it. It was normally priced at like $400. Y'all, got that bad boy for $120 at Belk. Yes, ma'am. So Sister Girl is going to be doing some serious cooking on this gas cooktop. And y'all, let me show y'all real quick. I'm about to have some neighbors. They have finally started construction on a new house, actually two new homes. This one here is right outside my window. So they are going to be working on that one. They've already gone to concrete the slab on that one over there. So that one's probably going to be finished before this one is right next to me. So eventually I'm going to have some close by neighbors, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. So yeah, so that's pretty much kind of what we got going on here. I have this down because when the guys were coming in and out to do the flooring, y'all, when they come to your house, they don't be caring about your po house. So I put this down to protect my floors. And speaking of floors, let's go ahead and take y'all into the master bedroom. So this is how the floors look. They came out really, really good. Y'all, I am really impressed. I love this sea glass, and I apologize for the echo. That's because, one, I don't have any curtains in the room, to kind of aid with the echo. And also, you have the LVP flooring. So no more carpet to kind of absorb everything. And I got to put my curtains back on before I go. That's one of the things I'm going to do before I leave, is go ahead and put my blackout curtains in this room. So yeah, so this is kind of what everything is looking like. The trim, y'all, looks just like the rest of the house. But y'all, that first group of installers that they had to come out to my home, y'all had this trim looking a hot mess. And I still have to go through and wipe down the baseboards, because they don't come to your house to clean up, y'all. And they left a mess, especially in my master bath, dust. So I got to go in there and clean all that stuff up, because they don't do any cleaning. And the guy, because I did have, where some of my baseboards are starting to kind of shift a bit. So he caulked this little corner area up for me. The builder typically does that when they come out to do their 11-month inspection. They caulk all the areas where you may have some cracks that may have developed as a result of your house, kind of expanding. So yeah, so you typically see that. But yeah, the floors look really, really good. I love how everything is looking, and I can't wait to go ahead and order my bed and get everything where I want it to be. So yeah, so that's kind of how everything is looking. Right now, like I said, I'm gonna run up here to go ahead and get these two laptops. I'm gonna put up these curtains real quick before I leave. Oh, and one other thing, let me tell y'all real quick. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to put y'all on pause while I run upstairs. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Let me go ahead and shut these computers down. But no, I wanted to tell y'all, so how about, I'm in my email, I think it was Friday. And so I went to go see what my water bill was going to be, right, y'all? Cause I have instead of doing the paper email or paper bills for my water bill with the city, I just have them pretty much, you know what, let me make sure I don't have anything on here first, on this computer, because I can't remember if I had documents open, but I think I closed all my documents. But anyway, so Friday, I'm checking my email, right? Why? I opened up the water bill. Why that bad boy say $574? Yes, $574. I'm just like, who ran up all that water? Because first of all, I ain't been living here, okay? All my little visiting and I come over to do the brain stuff, might use the bathroom, wash my hands. But that's about it. I ain't took no bath. I ain't took no shower here, okay? Ain't cleaned no bathtubs. So I'm just sitting up here. So we have a Facebook page, right, y'all? A group Facebook page for the neighborhood. So I posted today or yesterday. No, it was Friday. Yeah, I think I posted Friday. Has anybody had any excessively high water bills lately? So one of my neighbors chimed in and said, yes. And then I wrote, was it $574.60 high? Y'all, why did I start a shitstorm with that? So a couple of people wrote back and said that when they first moved in, I think it was like their second, maybe third month of being there, they got bills like that. And they said sometimes even now they get those like outrageous, outlandishly $500 and $600 usage bills. And basically what they have to do, they have to have the people come back out, and it's a, you know, an incorrect read of the meter. Cause y'all, I was about to be like, I will sell this house right back to Stone Martin, okay? I was like, there is no way sis ain't living in the house and it's $570, because if it was a leak, okay, if it was a leak, a true leak, right? It's not a leak in the house. I know that for a fact. There's nothing leaking in the house. There's no puddles anywhere. You know, I've looked at all the plumbing, none of that. The only thing, if this is legitimately for real, would be something like the sprinkler heads. But then if there was a leak, I would, you know, see the saturation in my yard, which there has not been any kind of saturation in my yard since I've been here. Only if, you know, like the sprinklers have been running, because I had them originally set up to run 3 times a week. I think it was like 8 a.m. in the morning is when they come on, and then I think they come on 8 a.m. in the morning, late in the evening, and maybe one other time during the day. I can't remember. But because my yard guy, you know, told me to turn off the sprinklers, I turned them off. Well, I'm thinking, okay, when I turn it back on, you know, it's gonna go back to schedule. Nah, because I checked the cameras to see if the sprinkler system was running this morning, and it wasn't running. So now I got to watch a couple YouTube videos and figure out how to reprogram it back to the days. But some of my neighbors have recommended that since my grass is now really getting green, that I can hold back on the number of days and go from like 3 days to maybe 2 days a week. You know, because the grass now needs the sunlight, you know, because the fertilizer has been put on the grass, and that's supposed to outlandishly, you know, basically start a big growth of your yard to grow, to start growing. So I had my, you know, first cut on Friday, because I wanted to, you know, get ready for the move in. And I also, you know, it's going to be Juneteenth weekend, next weekend. So I really wanted, you know, the yard to look nice, because it was starting to look a little ratchet, okay? Especially like on the edges. The weeds were, you know, kind of really starting to like merge off into the sidewalk, and it was just time to get it done. So that's kind of where that stands. But now that, you know, it's somewhat under control, I'm gonna, you know, pull back. Oh, so I did shut everything off. Okay, good. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to connect anymore. I'll go ahead and shut this bad boy down. Hold on. But yeah, but anyway, that's kind of where things are. Like I said, next Wednesday, the movers come, they move all the heavy stuff, and then everything else, you know, we'll be bringing over, you know, to pretty much get ready to finally be moving in. And you guys, I'm so excited. I have waited for this day for so long. Becoming a homeowner is, you know, it's the best thing that can ever happen to you. And I just cannot wait to, you know, be fully in my home full time, and, you know, just walk, you know, be so proud to call this my home, decorating. And like I said, y'all, the content is coming. I'm going to take some time off, you know, so that I can work on learning how to edit, because I have a lot of videos on here that are like chopped. Like I'll start a video and I accidentally hit, you know, the stop button on my phone, because I haven't really been doing it with my camera. It's just so much easier to do it with my phone. And I think the quality is really, really good as well. So it's just, I gotta be able to download, you know, those videos so that I can kind of edit those together. And I'm gonna probably do that maybe one day. I'm not gonna say next week because next week is already gonna be hectic with so many things that I have to do. It'll probably be sometime around July when I can actually sit down, take some leave, and actually get all this stuff done. And oh snap, I forgot I had this here. You know, and be able to, you know, take my time, learn some of the techniques and get everything done. So definitely can't wait for you guys to see the content that I have coming. I am planning to order the Love Sack with the Stealth Technology sometime in August. So look forward to those videos coming of me and Drea putting that furniture together, y'all. That's going to be a hoot. And then, yeah, just getting the Lady Cave ready for football season, because football season starts in, I believe we're down to 94, if not 93 days. So can't wait for football season, college and pro. My Philadelphia Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl this year. And this time, baby, we are winning, okay? Ain't gonna be no second place for them Philadelphia Eagles, baby. We coming in first. So Mahomes, all y'all get ready, because them Eagles is coming for you. It's your girl, Alabama Girl 26. I hope you guys have a blessed week. Stay safe. If you're in the Alabama, Tennessee, or Georgia area, it's going to get pretty stormy tonight. So make sure you have your go bags ready to go in case you got to take shelter from these upcoming storms. And those of you all that are in the path of the storms now, I pray for your safety and security, that you and your families are safe. You guys have a wonderful and blessed week, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.